Hey everyone, this is Jerry with Balance Community. I'm out here to talk to you about our new adjustable extender and buckleizer hardware. These are cool because it solves a couple of issues that I've seen in segmented highlines as of late. A fixed length backup has always been an issue because webbings change over time in different environments, humidity levels, different weight slackliners cause your main line to stretch more or less, and the backup length does not adjust in length, and so sometimes it's too tight, sometimes it's way too loose. So we aim to fix that with having an adjustable length backup extender, and with the buckleizer we can make adjustable length end loops for backup lines. Let's check out how to use it and some of the cool features. Alright, so let's check out some of the features of the adjustable length extender. On one end is an extended length of our normal sewn loop without a sleeve, or without a protective sleeve. That's going to be your girth hitch end. This end will girth hitch to the end of your backup webbing. And then on the other end, we have our buckleizer, which has 4 bars, and the webbing kind of snakes through, and has a very minimal sewn loop attaching to the last bar, and a protective sleeve. And this is the adjustable end. To adjust the length, you either pull here to make it shorter, adjusting your protective sleeve, or you pull here to make it longer. So we're going to offer several lengths of this adjustable length extender, and obviously the adjustability goes from half length to full length. So a 2 meter extender can go up to 4 meters, 3 meters up to 6, and so on. And so to attach it to your backup webbing, you'll take your sewn loop and pass it through the unsleeved eye, just like that, and then take the adjustable end and go through your webbing sewn loop. Pull the slack through, and then what you're going to do is do one flip all the way through the loop, and it ends up being a very nicely dressed, very minimal girth hitch. And so leash rings will pass over that quite easily. And then this will go to either your anchor or your connection, which we will explore in just a moment. And now the buckleizer hardware allows us to do the same sort of thing that we have on our extender, but we can do that on backup lengths as well. If you want to just have a continuous backup piece and have an adjustable length sewn loop on either end, so you can accomplish roughly the same thing, that is also possible with our buckleizer hardware. So let's take a look at it in practice. All right, so we have our main line rigged here on lift tube, and now we're going to set up our backup. And this is the case where you're going to be using an extender at the anchor, static anchor. So we're going to take our girth hitch, pass the sewn loop end of our backup through the unsleeved loop of the extender, and then pass the adjustable end through the sewn loop, and dress the girth hitch accordingly. Okay, and now we'll pick the extendable end onto our anchor shackle, making sure the sleeve sits on the shackle pin. And now if we notice that the backup is too tight, we can lengthen it by pulling on the single strand section, lengthen this backup slightly, and readjust the sleeve where it needs to go. Boom. If we notice that the backup's too loose, we'll pull on the double strand section, shortening the extender. Positioning the sleeve once again. Voila. There you have it. That's an adjustable end section for your highline. Now for taping recommendations, I recommend putting a slider tape around the small sewn loop on the buckleizer and then wrap around all 3 strands there. Fix it to that sewn loop, and then go around all 3 strands, because that will still allow you to adjust it, but it will keep that buckleizer real tight to your main line so it's not hanging down and flopping all over the place. And you'll also want to add another tape just in front of the buckle. So you have a tape on either side, one on the single strand and one going affixed to the small sewn loop. Now let's take a look at a connection scenario where we have an extender going to a connection in the middle of a segmented high line. All right, here we are in the middle of a big connected high line. We have one segment to my right and one segment to my left, and all 4 sewn loops, main and backup of this segment and main and backup of this segment, are connected with 2 5mm soft shackles, which is our preferred method of connection. Here we have the adjustable extender, and it's already girth hitched to this end of the backup, and the adjustable end is here at the connection. Bearing in mind that the backup pieces are on the outside, so that when this is under high load, this isn't pinched underneath the main line. It's important if you want to retain adjustability in this section of the line. And so while this line is rigged, you can walk or slide out to this location and adjust the length of this backup by the same method we did previously, ensuring this sleeve stays inside that connection there. Tension or loosen the same way, which is, I think, a huge benefit to this system. So you'll obviously want to clean up this connection quite a bit with a connection sleeve or with some tape, just to keep everything tidy. So you'll have to undo that to adjust it, but that's pretty minimal to be able to adjust the length of your backup while the line is rigged, which is pretty sweet. So same taping things as I mentioned before. You want to fix tape around this small sewn loop going around all 3 lines, and then one on the other side of the buckle, holding that buckle up tight against the webbing so it doesn't flop around while you're walking or in high winds. That pretty much covers how to use the adjustable length extender. All these same techniques apply to an adjustable length loop with the buckleizer. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, info@balancecommunity.com, @balancecommunity at Instagram, or comment below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks for watching.